Hey Legends, this is Magnus. How you doing? I'm doing an experiment right here. So, as you can see, I'm recording gameplay of Disney Speedstorm, and this is something I want to experiment on for making more videos for y'all because, as you probably know, I'm very inconsistent. So, this just came in my mind literally like yesterday. It's like what literally went through my mind is like I'm always on my PlayStation. I'm always playing video games. And I've thought of doing like I've uploaded gameplay before, but it's like why haven't I tried at least like recording some gameplay and then sharing it with y'all. And then another thing that comes up is that multiple times I want to react to stuff that comes out, and I apologize if the gameplay sound is overwhelming my voice. I hope it's not. In fact, let me just make sure the volume is up. Let me just make sure the volume on this thing is up. That's good. All right, so another thing is like what I was saying was that I like often in my videos, some may not think this probably, but I like to talk. Like when I get a chance to just blabber, I can blabber on and on about stuff. And I often do it like either while I'm at work just or just listening to music or just having random thoughts and just sharing my own ideas and stuff. And it's like why can't I just plant myself in front of a camera on my laptop or whatever and do exactly that? And I don't know why. I don't know exactly why. Like with multiple videos and heck, uploading shorts. It's like I can do it up to about a few, like let's say 2-3 weeks, and then I drop it. And I still want to do the shorts at the very minimum. That's the bare minimum. I at least want to do something because I'm not trying to make this a full-time thing. I'm not trying to be a full-time content creator or YouTuber. I don't like I have other aspirations, but I at least want to do this as a hobby. So let me get into the point. Let me start racing. Okay, here it is.
Beautiful day for a race, am I right?
All right.
It's gonna be a perfect day.
I'd probably say I got 50 to 40% of the racers in this game.
Now this is a party.
Let's turn this into
And
a
often,
memory.
like when it comes to free-to-play games, I often don't put money on it. I don't feel like there's no reason to put money into it. This game right here, Legends, let me tell you, I put money on this. I put money on this because I bought the Ultimate Founders Pack when this game first came out, so I could get early access, and get some premium skins. It's like I wanted to play this game so much. And if you remember, it's like I had this crazy idea back then to try and be a dedicated Speedstorm streamer or video maker. And it's like looking back on it, it's like I had no, like, sure, I could have done this, that's true, but I, in my mind, wasn't truly in the position to be a dedicated game like content creator. So basically with these videos, I just want to basically talk about something that's on my mind, just share it and just ramble. And
Nice job,
And also, like, in the middle of like certain gameplays, like for example, I may want to upload Marvel Rivals gameplay and stuff, and also to just clear my storage space on my PlayStation. Like I have saved gameplay of different games, and I want to upload it and then delete it from here so that it's still somewhere, but it's not taking up space in my PlayStation. I wanted to get camera video up for this, but I guess like the camera, I have a PlayStation 4 camera adapted into my PlayStation 5, but I think it may only turn on. Sorry, I'm trying to specifically choose the right words to say when I say this.
Do what's right for
It
everyone.
only turns on, I'm guessing, when streaming. So if y'all are interested in me streaming like just any game when I'm available or when I'm just playing, let me know. So win the race and drift for 30 seconds.
I
All right.
promise to do all
I tried this
can to
earlier,
help you.
didn't work out, so let me try and drift more with Elsa. So
Abu's gonna be
this,
so jealous.
this is something that I think might be more consistent because I'm constantly, frequently playing video games unless I'm out at work or out doing my own thing, touching grass or touching concrete. Like one or the other, because more often than not, I'm walking on concrete or walking on pavement other than walking on grass.
Absolutely.
So and just to talk about the game right now, like this game mode right here is probably like, I always forget when this game mode pops up that it exists. Come on, no, pass somebody, yes, okay. I always forget that this game mode honestly exists, and then when it starts, I start panicking because it's a survival match where you're surviving like these dangerous drones from eliminating you, and based on how many protective drones you have over your head, like mine, you have that many chances before you're eliminated. And right there, Ursula just got eliminated from the game. So, and depending on the racer you are, you either start with 2 or 3, and defenders tend to have 3 because they're generally slower.
Perhaps some ice.
Goodness.
It'll be okay.
Ah!
It'll be okay. Yes.
Okay, I need to pick up on some drifting. I will say, like, okay, you'll often hear, like, I don't like being a negative person. I don't. If I'm ever negative, you really gotta make me upset or something like that. So, like, if I ever come across as a hater, I genuinely apologize. I genuinely apologize, and y'all can call me out for it. But, ain't no way I didn't drift. Bruh.
Time for a new adventure.
Okay, let me try again. But basically, with this game, I feel like, unfortunately, the Game Loft, like the developers of this game, have changed like they've had some changes, and maybe because the dev team or the team working on this game shrunk, that's why I'm willing to guess, is because, and like, oh man, I very much hope I don't, like, I'm just now hearing the music in the background, and I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. I hope I don't, please. Anyway, or if I talk over the soundtrack, it might beat it out. But anyway, let's, this game, I really like it. It's a soft spot. While I do say that my favorite game of all time is undoubtedly Disney Infinity, the Disney Infinity franchise is my favorite set of games of all time. This is probably going to be in the top 10, probably in the top 10 games. But that's probably, like, that's video games. I'm not even including like PC or online like games that you have to download onto your PC in order to play. That adds a whole few nostalgia picks for me. Or games that you don't have to download, but you at least needed Adobe Flash in order to play it. Which is why, like, at school, when you try to play it in the library or iCenter, or where in the school district I learned in, like, many of the games weren't available. Well, because of that. Dang it. No. Dang it. So what's next? Okay, what I was saying before, like I said, rambling, I keep going back and forth with different ideas. Okay, so with this game, it's had ups and downs, and some of the downs I would say is that not all characters have voice lines, as you probably, if you've been in this community or you've heard about it, like maybe a year or 6 months ago, they stopped giving voice lines to every character in said season. So it became a guessing game on, okay, who's getting the voice lines this season. In this, I think, at least from what I've heard so far, the team behind this game is switching formats to have, like, I'm guessing maybe 3 racers now, which, I can live with it, but we're going to need another Big Hero 6 season, in my opinion. We're going to need another Big Hero 6 season, because right now we only have 3 of the 6. We only have Baymax, Hero, Humada, and Honey Lemon. We still need Wasabi, Go-Go, Fred, and in my personal opinion, we still need Professor Callaghan. I do not care what people say. Yes, he's a twist villain. Yes, he's not in the same caliber of villain as many in Disney's catalog, but he's still a Disney villain, and to me, he deserves to be included. Anyway, but having the 3, okay, if it means that all 3 characters can get voice lines, I can excuse it, but let's not exclude them from the game, because as anyone can tell, like, looking at the title characters, the rest of Big Hero 6 are not crew members, and an instant rule I think of is that if a character is a crew member, they're not going to be a racer, and if they're not a crew member, they're coming to the game. They're going to be in the game at some point. All right, next.
assure you I am up to the task. Where did you get this?
Who did they pick for Will Turner? Alright. I mean,
On my honor.
that doesn't sound exactly like him. It doesn't sound exactly like him. At most, it probably sounds like how he sounded in Dead Men Tell No Tales. In Dead Men Tell No Tales, that's more of what he sounded like when he was like weighed down by being captain of the Flying Dutchman for, by then, maybe 10 years. Ah. Okay. Let's see. What else? What's another thing to talk about? Well, when it comes to Disney Speedstorm, I don't often. I'll only hop on multiplayer when I need something. When I need to do something or get, like when I need to get like character tokens, like I'm trying to purchase something. For example, when they got rid of I think the pass system and or set it to where you couldn't purchase the pass, or you had to switch to purchasing the premium pass. They briefly, yes, they started the game where you gained these tokens that you could use to have access to the game. I had maybe 6. I think the Ultimate Founders Pack gave you 4 or 6, and I had those. I used them for almost 3 seasons consecutively, and it was after I almost wasted one or kind of wasted one in the Aladdin season where I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. What I'm going to do is get the entire like the whole pass completed, just like in Fortnite. Whenever I play it, whenever I'm in Fortnite, finish the entire pass and then purchase it, so that I know I'm getting everything. And sorry if y'all hear like background noises and stuff. I'm living in a apartment of sorts, so when roommates come in and out or stuff like that, hopefully it doesn't bother y'all. Let's see. I would say playing this game, my favorite class might be Speedsters, just because I love making sure I'm fast. I want to make sure that I'm in front of everybody. But each class has their own tricks. They have their own niches that make them amazing. Like, Tricksters are great at messing people up. Like, messing them up using a bunch of skills to get on top. Defenders are like big stocky brutes who are keen on, once you're able to get them up front, get them in. No. Okay. I still got one more turn to do. I was so scared right there. Once you get them up front, it'll be very, very hard to get them out of it. Brawlers are more along the lines of knocking opponents out, attacking them, keeping them away, and I think they almost strive on being in the middle or the back and then taking everyone out in front of them. I feel like I'm missing one. Speedsters, Defenders, Tricksters, Brawlers. Okay, I think I got all 4. Okay, so What else? Marshmallow. I do like how this game gives them these pit crew suits. And snap. That's all. That's all of it. Okay, these are the high level stuff, and it's like I know for a fact every season I'm not gonna be able to complete this because it's like I don't got Baymax, I ain't got anxiety as much as I would want it. It's like I need Baymax in order to do that. Jasmine, sure. King Trident, got him. Mulan, yes. Elsa, yes. Anxiety, no. I want Davy Jones, gosh darn it. Celia May, I do have. Ariel, I have her, but not at that level. Davy Jones, Hector Barbosa, don't have them. Hercules, got him. Jack Sparrow, of course. Stitch, of course. Baloo, of course. Maui, no. Lilo, yes. Just not at that level, I don't think. Meg, yes, but I think I have her in the 30s, not the 40. Randall, yes, but not at 40. Jasmine, yes, not at 40. Aladdin, yes, not at 40. Anxiety, no. And this is one of the possibly crippling pieces. Cruella de Vil, I do not have. I wish I did. Cinderella. What? Hold the phone. Cinderella? Oh, Cinderella's coming to the game. She's the second season racer. Dang it, now I'm spoiled. Now I'm spoiled for it because right now, the most recent one that they added, and here's another tangent. They switched it to where you use a previously owned character or a previous character from another season now, instead of somebody in the season, somebody thematic to the season. This is the first one, at least, and I think that's for the foreseeable future. And I'm like, come on, okay, if people don't have like Belle somehow, for example, or Elsa somehow, for example, well, Elsa is the gold character, so I can get that. But I'm like, I'd rather get somebody from this season. But anyway, racers. Back to the point. They recently brought in. Where is she? Aurora. No, that's Cinderella. Okay, no. Okay, this is Cinderella. So her event hasn't happened yet. I don't think her event has happened yet. Snow White, Evil Queen. I will get to the live action remake discussion either later or another video. I only have Dash, and it's a shame, but I didn't want to use my tokens on this. I did not want to use my tokens on the Incredibles. I wanted to use it on Tron, and they locked Rinsler behind that final map, that final one that we were looking at in the Tron's version of it. I'm like, I really want it. Like I went into this wanting Sam Flynn and Rinsler, and okay, this game is still missing a few characters. Okay, Rapunzel, hold on, please tell me I can at least look at who she has. Okay, Pascal. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is good. It's Sam Flynn or Eugene. He'll come to the game. He'll be in the game as a mid-season racer at some point. Cruella de Vil. I do want Cruella as well. Okay. The fact that I forget the couple's name, like the couple, the owner of Perdita and Pongo aren't here, so it's like, maybe one or both of them are coming to the game, or the fact that the Dalmatians aren't here. Maybe they're actually going to add animals, like they'll add other animals into the game. Aurora, they brought Aurora into the game, and they introduced Maleficent a while back. As you can see, Inside Out, I got the most recent. I had I had disgust and fear for the longest, and I got joy is the most recent one I got. Anger I've had for a minute. Working on the others. Where's embarrassment or envy? Okay, where's embarrassment and envy? Come on, y'all. Oh, please, even just as mid-season racers, please, can we get the whole lineup? And speaking of, like Inside Out 2, amazing. I've given a short review of the film. I loved it. I honestly like it more than Inside Out 1. I honestly do. And to me, envy in that movie is not, it's not what I've been raised to believe what envy is. And it's like, there, to me there is a stark difference between jealousy and envy, and not the way that you often see media and social media depict it, because they often say envy isn't dangerous, jealousy is. Both are dangerous. Both to me are dangerous. Jealousy, of course, jealousy is like in a relationship, for example, like one being jealous of, like being, for example, jealous either of someone else being in a relationship, getting with someone they wanted, or like, but jealousy is like, it's the emotion itself, and like you try and manage it. Envy is saying someone doesn't deserve or shouldn't have what they have, and you will go as far as to take it from them or rob them of it. Like, that person shouldn't be with them, they don't deserve it, I'm going to take it away, or someone has to take it away. To me, envy is a more volatile emotion. So to me, Inside Out 2, that envy to me comes off more as admiration. Envy comes off as more as admiration or awestruck than envy. She doesn't come across as what, in my mind, envy is. Okay, now back to the video, back to Speedstorm. I have Kermit. Took me a second to get him. Miss Piggy, looking forward to that. Also, let me just take a quick look. I do think Fozzie and Gonzo may come to the game because of who's here. Because I can get why the rest of these aren't coming, because there are so many Muppets. Pepe would have been funny though. Pepe would have been hilarious. Pepe would have been hilarious to bring to the game. But I get it. But I think Fozzie and Gonzo will be in the game at some point. Personally, for me, I passed on the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas season because I'm not a big fan of that film. And just in general, I'm not into Halloween like that. So it's like I passed on this season. I passed on it. Let's see. Wreck-It Ralph, I got everybody but Vanellope, and it's taking a minute to get there. Wreck-It Ralph 1, great movie. Wreck-It Ralph 2, not as great as the first one, but I don't think it ruined it. I don't think so. Oh, but everyone seems to think that it did. I don't know why. Little Mermaid, got everybody. The last one I got, I think, was Ursula. It took a minute to get them all. I was not expecting. Okay, I didn't know if they would bring Ariel as in her mermaid form or human form. So the fact that they did Ursula and Triton was a surprise. Especially Triton to me. I was thinking they would possibly bring Melody from Little Mermaid 2 into the game. So Wally, it's gonna be a minute to get Eve. Frozen got everybody. Oswald got both. Jasmine got them all. Lilo and Stitch got them all. I will get to the Lilo and Stitch remake as well. In short, I don't hate it. I like it. I like what it did, and I ain't got much of problems as much as everyone else seems to have. Toy Story, my personal favorite season that they did. Buzz Lightyear being my favorite character, as you could possibly tell from I'm gonna have to, as you'll see from my gamer tag. Monsters Inc. Awesome. Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast took me a while to get Belle and Gaston. Took me a second to get Hades. I've been grinding on Hercules and Meg since the start of the game. I was not available for the Pirates of the Caribbean second season, which the game absolutely needed. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, I wanted them to do a actual Pirates of the Caribbean season. Hopefully, I can get all 3 of these, and then I got everyone in the Mickey and Friends collection. All right. All right. Next. Now, these could honestly be some videos of their own. These can be videos of their own, doing these tournaments. The rest of the tournaments, at least. How much? Okay. But, let me get to what I usually do every day when I play. Okay, let's see. Okay. Where do I get out of this? Jasmine. Okay. Alright, first I'm gonna do this. Wait. Let me look at my objectives, my missions. Slide on. Grind pipe, bombs, fire. Elizabeth Swan. That one. Let me try and get that one done.
I assure you I am up to the task.
Hoist the colours! To freedom!
Alright. So I would say since this game came out, this has been a consistent main game. Like, usually I tend to main 3 games at a time. It's often like this game or a free-to-play game. What else? A single-player game and a multiplayer game, like a dedicated multiplayer game. Come on. So let me think. So recently, like last month and the month before that, no, mainly the month of May, the main games I were playing was Fortnite for the Star Wars season, Disney Speedstorm, and Marvel Rivals. So that was what I focused on back then. Now, I at least checked out what the super season for Fortnite this chapter is, but my personal thing is that I don't play Fortnite as much anymore, and I will take like months or maybe year breaks from Fortnite until either an anime I'm watching has a season, like when My Hero Academia had a season, and I really wanted the Deku skin, or as I just stated, the Star Wars season. Now, though I did miss the last one, I did miss last year's Star Wars Fortnite season with Darth Maul. Oh, and okay, I know I did go in for the Anakin Skywalker, but I didn't finish it in time to get the Anakin Skywalker skin, because I likely stated this, maybe, but favorite character in Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. My all-time favorite character / characters. So, but now that, as much as that Superman skin looks good, as much as it looks great, I'm not in for it. Like, the other skins look nice, but I'm gonna pass, and I'm just gonna, like, I put Fortnite back into my, like, USB extended storage, so that it's like I never delete the data, but I'm not keeping it on my PlayStation to take up space. I can pass on that one. What is the world? Okay, I'll go with that. All right. Okay.
I have secured the area.
Gantu. And I'll get to him as well. Okay. Ariel is a defender, I think. Yes. Okay, so as Ariel, 4 skills, stay in slipstream, stun, unique skills. I can do that.
What do you think we'll see today?
Okay, so darn, what was I just saying? Shoot. As much as I like the Superman skin, and I look forward to the Superman movie so much. I look forward to that movie and Fantastic Four First Steps. And I noticed they have a Tim Drake Robin skin in there this season. I'm going to pass. I'm just going to put Fortnite down again. Gonna put it down for the time being and focus on what I was focused on previously. For example, before Fortnite, I can now go back to Star Wars Outlaws, which I don't care what people say. Once again, don't care what nobody says. That game is basically, to me, it is Jedi Fallen Order. I'd say Jedi Fallen Order as a normal human. If you took Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, take the premise of being a scoundrel during the time of the Empire, and you're actually in the crime syndicates. You're actually actively being in the crime syndicates. Like, take Solo. Take the idea from Solo, put it into a game, and you're not a already established character, and you gain reputation with the Pike Syndicate or the Hutt Cartel or Crimson Dawn or the fourth one, the darn it. And that's darn it. How can I forget? And I'm the most loyal to that faction. The Hive, the Hive. What are they called? Oh my goodness, what are they called? Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. Hold on. Outlaws, Syndicates, Hut Cartel, Crimson Dawn, Pike Syndicate, Ashiga Clan. That's it. The Ashiga Clan. I am the most loyal to that faction because I admire their connection to loyalty. Like, they really value loyalty, and they don't backstab me. As Vess, they don't backstab me, and I value that because the Pike Syndicate, and especially the Hut Cartel, oh my goodness, almost all of them, like Crimson Dawn backstab me, the Hut Cartel backstab me, but the Hut Cartel is a specific case because if I try to backstab Jabba, he's going to make me suffer for it. So it's like, I want to get my revenge on you, but I can't. The Pike Syndicate, I'm willing to double cross them, and Crimson Dawn, I'm willing to double cross. But whenever I'm given a job from the Ashiga clan, I do not want to betray them, which is why the main mission in Outlaws, where you basically betray the Ashiga for Crimson Dawn, hurt me because it's like, I don't want to do that. And I ended up choosing, like, siding with the Ashiga clan at the end of that mission when they gave you an option. Okay, Lilo, drift boosts, grind pipe, 4-speed pads, unique skills. All right.
You're not getting cold.
Okay, I'm at 35. I can add a little bit to it. Boosting for 20 seconds. All right. So the reason I like Outlaws so much, okay, I pre-ordered the game. I know, you can say what you want, but I've been pre-ordering games. Heck, I pre-ordered Fallen Order and Survivor, and I am happy with those games. So I pre-ordered Outlaws, and I've been playing the recent Pirate's Fortune DLC, and I'm having fun with it, honestly. It's nice to see Hondo Naka, and I honestly look forward to seeing, like, when I'm hoping that the YouTuber couple Star Wars Explained make a video on the complete timeline of Hondo Onaka, because my goodness, he does so much. They've done so much with his character. I want to know, like, exactly how he managed to do all this stuff. And it's like, okay, with Star Wars Outlaws, I get it. It came out, the game started out buggy, and it's another testament of game companies releasing unfinished games, and then once they're done doing updates, that's what, like, everything was fixed, when it's like, you should have released it like this and added more onto that. I agree, but I enjoy this game. I enjoy Star Wars Outlaws for what it does, and I almost wouldn't have it any other way. Dang it! I forgot about the slide pipe. I forgot about that. Ah, shoot! I don't think there's one here. Let me see. Let me just see. I don't think there is one here. Wait a minute. Yes, there is. Just how long? Okay, 5 seconds. Okay. They got rid of... they take it out. They take it out for this race. Okay. Sorry to quit this race, but no point in doing it when it's not going to be there. Okay.
I feel especially motivated today.
Okay, so oh, what else? Now I'm talking about Star Wars Outlaws. Vess. I personally like Vess because she allows me to be more selfish. She allows me to be more selfish and self-serving in this game. And it's honestly almost riveting to be, because for once in my mind at least, I try, like, what I genuinely want to be is a good guy. I genuinely want to be a good person. With K-Vest though, I'm able to think for my, like, almost selfishly a little bit. Like thinking about, am I getting paid for this, or you betrayed me, so I'm gonna get, like, I'm getting back at you. It feels nice sometimes. It feels nice. So there's that. I will say that the one thing with the game that I think could have been improved is ND5 and how he barely gets screen time, or he's barely ever off of the Trailblazer, like the awesome looking BX commander droid in the trench coat. There's only one mission, and it's okay. In the main game, there's one mission at the very end where he's actively spoiler alert, actively a threat. He's actively a threat, and he's not not just one. There are 3 to 5 main missions in the game, apart from the DLC, where ND5 leaves the Trailblazer. And to me, that's a little bit of an issue, because it would have been great if he could leave with K on missions and be our partner, like as our sidekick. I'm fine if they say you can't switch to be ND5. I'm fine with that. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that take. But to have ND do just more in the game would have been great. Okay, when the race stay in the air for 10 seconds. Little Mermaid.
I can't wait to explore.
So, but, okay, what do I like? Okay, I'm trying to think of what people often said against it. Okay, the stealth. I ain't got a problem with stealth, and that's honestly what I wanted, because the game approaches combat, and it almost makes you know you're not a Jedi. You're not Cal Kestis. If you play the Jedi games, and then you play Outlaws, the game will, like, make sure you know that you're not invincible. The game will actively show you that you are no Jedi. You ain't got, like, you don't have the Force, and they make, like, you know it. And I appreciate that. But I do like how people said, like, how is K-Vess so strong to be able to knock out different aliens and Imperial troopers through their helmets with simple punches? And I'm like, hey, she got fists of steel, or fists of iron, something, or fists of Durasteel, stuff like that. Now, some people say, like, she should have more silent takeout animations, and I can see that, but to me they serve the purpose that they're there for. They serve a purpose, so to me it's not a problem. then all right, got Flounder finally. Then oh boy, it's almost been an hour. Okay, I'll talk for another 10 minutes and then I'll hop off so I'm not rambling, boring y'all for too long. So Star Wars Outlaws I really enjoy, and one thing I like is the wanted system, because being clear, I have not played GTA and I don't plan on getting GTA 6. That's just me. It's not my thing. I know I just said in Star Wars Outlaws I get to be a bit more selfish and stuff. In GTA you get to be a criminal and all that, and I get the appeal. There's absolutely appeal for GTA. It's clear. The hype for GTA 6 is living proof and stuff, but I don't plan on getting GTA 6 because, one, I know it's going to be expensive. I know they probably going to make it $90, $100, something like that. And and just the way how GTA plays and how it goes, I personally don't, I don't want to go into that. And secondly, it'll save me some money because whatever other games come out, I can play those, especially like, for example, Marvel Rivals or some else. Like when, like, I can play those games like when everybody in the world, or at least in America, flocks to GTA 6, I'll be playing a different game, especially maybe like Battlefront 2 once more, or like other multiplayer games where there's going to be less people playing, but less of the maybe tryhards are going to be over at GTA 6 and stuff. I can do my own thing. Like, you know how I'll use Disney parks or Universal with Epic Universe as an example. When all the rides for long-standing, like rides that have been around for a long time, they already have long wait times. But when a new ride shows up, everybody goes to there, which means there are less people going to the classic rides that you may want to go to. It's something like that. For example, I have not been to Epic Universe. I want to go. And here's the main advantage I think I have. Because I'm not that much into horror. I'm not that deep into horror or magic. Because of that, I go to Universal not looking to go to Hogwarts or the monster area of Epic Universe. And that means I wouldn't have to per se deal with the the line wait of those rides and stuff. I can go to other rides that some people have already ridden so many times that the lines are going to be slightly shorter for that, even by a little bit. All right, let me start on this. Okay, let me see what, since Elsa is at 30. Okay, Elsa, I can do 3 or higher. Definitely can do that. 5 skills. Okay, I can do that. Win the race. Of course, I can do that. Stun. I can do that. 15 speed pads. Gonna be a bit, but I can do it. Drift. Of course, they need you. You need to use Baymax for it. Anyway,
There's so
Elsa.
much else here to discuss.
So, all right. How much farther? I spent 4 minutes talking. I'm sorry. But
I can do
let's
this.
see. So when GTA 6 comes out, I'm happy for all GTA fans. I'm happy that after a decade or so of waiting, you finally got your GTA 6. I hope it does you well. I hope that the game delivers on all that you, unless you got maybe any possibly unrealistic expectations. If you have any unrealistic expectations, and by that I don't know like I don't know in this space what for a game as big as GTA 6 what unrealistic expectations might be, but I'm at least, I hope it lives up to what you want from it. I truly do. So, I'll be wanting to play some other games personally. Like, what's an example? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is too instant of a topic to probably put in here, and probably I gotta talk about it later. But Lucasfilm, where in the world is Star Wars Eclipse? That game trailer is so great, and yet it came out by now, what, 3 years ago? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Star Wars Eclipse. 3 years ago, just as I said, Star Wars Eclipse trailer came out 3 years ago, and we ain't heard zilch about that game. Come on now, Lucasfilm, what are we doing? Come on, are we gonna get anything? Anything? And then, oh my goodness, and then the other thing, then it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, we got that teaser, that single teaser bit for the Knights of the Old Republic remake. I'm looking forward to both of those games, and ain't heard zilch about them, man. It's almost getting to Star Wars Hunters level of annoying, because Star Wars Hunters, that was another problem in itself. That was another whole thing. Okay. Okay, I think I can get one more race before the video ends. Win the race, unique skill, win the drift boosts, drift. Okay.
This will be as much fun as riding my bike through the halls.
Okay. So Star Wars Eclipse and Star Wars KOTOR remake. Oh, like, bruh, I want those games personally. And that links to another thing that people have been upset about, and I understand it completely. Of the game studios announcing games so early. Sure, that yes, it gets it out there, gets you hyped up, but then we don't hear nothing about it afterwards. I would almost rather you give me a teaser or an announcement of a game you have in the works a year out. Like I am completely fine with getting an announcement for the game. Like you use, like a year before the game comes out, you make the announcement saying, here's the new game, and then all through for the next 365 days, you release gameplay footage, you release all this stuff. You release the mechanic or the dev team interviews, stuff like that. That's how I would think to do it as a casual, as a consumer. But anyway, thank you, Legend, so much for watching this video up to this point, because this is an hour long. But if you like this format, please let me know. I think I want to try and do it more and more, since this is the most consistent way, in my mind, I can make videos and give it to y'all. So comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoyed it. React to my madness. I'll see you in the next one. See y'all later.